Alright guys, I'm trying to get going up here. I'm already on Saturn. Wow, Saturn is way up above the moon right now. Yesterday it was to the left of it. Now it's up above it and to the right. And we'll try to get the moon and Jupiter. Man, that's going to be a nice picture if I can get that centered. Yeah, I got it a little more unfocused tonight. So this is going to make a nice Saturn. Yeah. I don't have the other camera going. The battery's dead in it. I got the blue screen on my main computer before I come up here. I was trying to get it rebooted and crap. Yeah, I'm gonna get a few. Try to get this. Yeah, my telescope definitely isn't tracking Saturn very good. It keeps moving on me, so I got to keep adjusting it. Alright, let me try to get another record of that. Now let me see if you guys are going, if it's up and going. Thanks out there, Leslie. Much love out there. Yeah, this, I either come and listen to nature or I go beat the crap out of my drums. Is how I get rid of stress. But this is the other way. This is a better way. Well, they're both good ways. But I get to enjoy nature and the skies. Yeah, I can't get the moon for both of them in there. I think I'll do one little one like that. That's crazy. I wish I had the other camera going. I may, just so I can show you the perspective from last night to tonight, or I might be able to show you, well, probably not, because I can't see the other screen. Man, I really need the other screen to get fixed. But yeah, we'll get Jupiter and a bunch of the moons tonight. We'll get the moon a little bit. Right now, yeah, Saturn's pretty high up above the moon tonight. And like I said, last night Saturn was to the left of the moon and a little bit up, but not much. It's almost a direct line, so it's definitely in a different position tonight. And I'm still using the same. I lost the. There. I got what's called a 3 times Barlow, which would magnify it even by 3 times, but it's hard to get focus when you're more magnified. That's why I try not to use a lot of magnification. See, I don't know if I record like that, the middle's going to be blowed out. Probably be better if I did it like even in lower. It's weird, it looks so red. I don't know if this is a fire smoke. Yeah, it's just so red. I'm just kind of messing with the gain and the exposure time. Trying to get as much detail. It looks pretty good there. I'm gonna try one there. I know it looks a little red. Well, I forgot it's this monitor. It's not a monitor. It's like an old TV, and it looks red on the screen. That's why I keep thinking it looks red. I bet it looks different if I went downstairs and looked at the computer down there and watched it. Yeah, you get all that fire smoke, pollution. Yeah, normally I got the regular Canon Rebel going, and it's filming like the wide view. I do got a GoPro going for the time lapse. Man, I just swallowed the sunflower seeds wrong. I'm just trying to find a happy point here between the. Looks like it's going to be pretty pixelated. So, I guess I could try to hit the moon real quick for a few minutes, then we'll try Jupiter. If I can not mess the wire up, I probably will though. Hey, thanks out there, Rachel. Much love out there. Whoa, that's really blowed out. Man, moon's looking nice and sharp tonight. I think I'll get a little record of that. Yeah, that moon's looking pretty good. We might have to zoom in on some of them craters. Maybe we'll catch something flying by the moon. I'm just going to take one video and then I'll zoom in. See what we see. So probably by tomorrow night, the Saturn will be probably way out ahead of the moon, and then Jupiter might be closer to the moon. And they'll probably both come up before the moon. I don't know. I'd have to look at Stellarium or something. I like doing the astrophotography with just a regular camera too, because you can get, you know, way more stuff up there. All right, let me zoom in ×2. I'm really not zooming in. I'm changing the pixels of the camera. It's really not zooming. Man, that really looks good tonight. I mean, that looks really clear tonight. Let me take a shot of this. And then I'll zoom in even more. Yeah, it's really looking, the atmosphere must be a little nicer tonight. So these are going to be some really good photos when we get done and I process them. So I'm at 500 frames. I'm taking 1,000 frames, so basically it's taking 1,000 pictures, but it's a video format, AVI. I wonder if I should have turned the resolution up a little bit, exposure a little. Let me just see what that looks like. I'm going to turn that up a little more. Man, that looks even better. I'm going to do one there too. Man, that's really clear tonight. And then I'll zoom in. I'll try to zoom in on that crater with the pyramid in the middle or whatever that is. Yeah, it's looking way cooler tonight. Way clear, way better. And I can't see chat because I only got one monitor and this is taking up basically my whole thing here. See if I can do that. Yeah, there's a dang, I can't because of the exposure button and stuff. Try to resize it. Wish I could get that out of the way. Man, that's really clear and I can't believe that. Okay, let's zoom in a little more. Or not zoom in, we're going to disable the binding of the camera. Okay. Yeah, I can't. There it was. Let me kind of bring that up a little. Man, that's clear. I like that. That's way clearer than the last couple nights. Definitely records a lot faster when you're zoomed in. I'm actually going to get a couple of these, I think. Just see how good a picture I can make out of that. Like 2 videos of it. Like how'd that pyramid looking thing get inside that crater? It looks like there's like complexes in the other crater. I mean, I'm sure you're not seeing it as clear as I am, but when I make the pictures up, you'll see them. Man, that might be the clearest I've ever got the moon. At least here. Let me get that over more. Like, man, there's so much I want to film right there. Man, that is clear. That's awesome. I wish I could get the whole moon in the picture of it. Try that. I'm gonna record that, and then I'll try to zoom in on that ancient ocean or whatever the heck that is. I'll probably be like, I'm not even gonna be able to fit that whole thing in the deal. The wavy is me moving around in the atmosphere and wind and stuff. Like, I'm zoomed in on there, so any little movement makes it wobble around. Like, and then you got the currents of the water vapor that's up in the atmosphere. You got the pollution, you got the fire, smoke. That's why I can't believe how clear this looks with all the particulates in the air right now. I mean, that's pretty crazy. That's definitely the clearest I've had the moon in years. And what's really wild, though, if you look at it with the eyepiece, man, it's so clear it blows your mind. But I can't film it to match what you see in the eyepiece. Like, it's way better in the eyepiece, but it's impossible to try to get it to look that good if you're just looking through the telescope. I try to zoom in now. Crank that up a little bit. See if I can get that ocean thing in there. I never really filmed that. If I can find my mouse to hit record for the moon moves too much. What the heck? Yeah, so you got atmospheric currents. You got the jet stream winds up there. You got the ionosphere, the electromagnetic interference, radio signal interference. How cool would it be to see a satellite fly by there right now? Probably should have brightened that up just a little more. I just can't get over how clear it is tonight with all the fire, smoke, and crap. It's looking way better than last night. Yeah, I should have had it probably like that bright. Let me zoom in again. I don't know how much of that I'm going to get in there, but seems like I try to get some of them craters in like half of that. Some of them mountains, some of the craters. That looks pretty. Man, every time I sit down, it moves it. Dang it, man, I'm just getting it all out of whack now. I'm trying to concentrate maybe on this one part. Just because I'm zoomed in. Yeah, let's try that. Let me try that right there. Getting a little wind. I can hear the wind starting to pick up. That's always happens when you're trying to really zoom in on this stuff. You'll get more wind, atmospheric conditions. The more you magnify, the harder it gets. Oops. Alright, let me see what other kind of weird target we can find. There was a pyramid on here for sure. One night I was recording, man, it's a definite pyramid. I just can't remember where it's at. Man, that's really in focus tonight. Holy crap. That's sweet. See how bright that is up there. Man, I've never seen my edge look that clear. That's cool. This will try like right there. It might be a cool shot. Yeah, I cannot believe how clear that is, guys. That's like, man, I've been doing this for years, and I don't know, I've maybe had the sky that clear 2 times in like 15 years or whatever. So that's pretty insane that it's that clear tonight. The wind's picking up though. That could be a factor when I zoom in. Wish I could see chat. Wonder if I can shape it, or maybe I can see it. Narrow it up a little bit. Yeah, the moon's so much clearer tonight. It's crazy. Even with the little wind, it's... I caught a pipe on the moon one time. It was pretty strange, let me tell you. I've seen some weird stuff. And we'll zoom in one more time. I'm just like, can't believe how clear that is. It's all about, most of it's about focus and then the atmospheric conditions. Like that's the whole deal right there. Man, we're really zoomed in there. Just think if I had a Barlow lens in there, how zoom we'd be. What's inside that mountain right there? Looks like there's something in that mountain. There is. There's like peaks in there. There's like a couple things in that big, there's like a giant mountain range crater type thing with two mountain peaks, or who knows, man, what that is. I'm going to stand up and try to see where Jupiter is. Man, I could almost get Jupiter. I could probably get Jupiter right now. Like, I'm getting such good ones on the moon, I don't even want to move it off the moon. Whatever happened to the face on the moon, man? Remember that? There used to be a face on the moon. What happened to it? Man, that is one clear looking moon right there. What if I might try to get that mass explosion, whatever happened to the top of this moon. Whoa, I hit the telescope. I mean, what's going on with that right there? That's pretty freaky looking. Like, what happened to that? Really don't know where to. It's real easy to blow that out because it's so bright right there, and I don't have a filter on or nothing. could be landing strips. I think some kind of explosion happened there, and that's like the debris, like the blowout marks or something. No, I don't know if they did a nuke test, but they dropped a rocker booster on it, and it rang for like 24 hours like it was hollow. I mean, the moon could have been towed there, but who knows if it's not an actual craft. If it's hollow, but we don't know. Like, who knows? We can't believe any of that stuff. And now I'll be able to zoom in here in a second. Never tried filming this part because it's so bright. But I'm going to try to film it tonight just because it's so clear out. Whoa, whoa, what was that? I just seen a whole fleet of stuff go by. A whole fleet of crap just went by there. We're going to have to look at that. A whole fleet of stuff just went by the moon and we're zoomed in. That's not birds, I don't think. Because it shouldn't be able to pick up anything close to me. That looked like a formation. That was pretty crazy. I'm going to have to try to find that video. That's video 0018. Okay, let me zoom in again. And crank this up more. Now I need to try to center that blowout or whatever that is up a little better. There it is. Alright, let me try to find that video. That's insane. Something flew by there. So let me go to... That was 0018, is that what it was? There, it was this one. Now, I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see this. I'm going to have to add this in. Okay, let me try to add this source. Yeah, that's not working. Let me remove that. Let me go here maybe. And let me try to hit the video. Oh, there they were right there. But that's birds, man. That's hard to catch birds in there and be in focus. Man, them look like triangle and circle craft. What the heck is that? That could be the Starlink satellite. Could be something orbiting the moon. It's not birds. It's not flapping. Man, I can't wait to get that on the other computer. We got something that just flew. We are mega zoomed in on the moon. Let's see if I can tell how many that is. It looks like you got 3 and 3 and then something in the middle. So you got 3 here and 3 or 4 there and then something bigger in the middle. Look at that. That's a triangle, man. That's like the DR3B or something. Like there's no way I can focus on birds this tight into the moon. There's just no way. Look at that. What is that? Alright, we got something. We got something in that footage right there. Okay, let me get back up the eye cap here. Now I gotta go back down to that scene. Hopefully you guys seen that. Here, let me look at chat. Did you guys see that? Yeah, them look like triangle crafts. It looked like 3 triangle crafts on the front, and then the side, and then in the middle there was some kind of bigger object. Could have been the Eli Musk satellites, like a cluster of them going by. And even then, I don't know if I'd be that focused because they're not that high up. All right, let me get the camera going somewhere else here. Let me try the southern part of the moon this time, or the lakes, or the moon's changed since I started filming it. It's definitely changed. There's a lot of different features that just don't look the same from when I started. Now, if them are some kind of Chinese, you know, or what are them things that are supposedly orbit the moon? You know, kind of like moon satellites or whatever they are. If it was something like that, then they would come back around, you would think. Yeah, birds fly at night, but what I'm saying is I am so far zoomed in on the moon, the camera won't be able to focus on anything close up. Even when I'm zoomed out here, you might see a plane go by, but I doubt it. It'd probably be too blurry. You just wouldn't see it. Whatever I just filmed was close to the moon, because I was zoomed in to 2x2 binding, so man, I was zoomed in like good. This camera isn't like a DSLR. It don't have like infinity focus or nothing. Oh man, I lost my lighter. There it is. Like I'm basically at one focus, and then all I'm doing is changing the binding modes, so it's just making the pixels a different size. That's how I'm really not zooming in. I'm just changing the pixels on the camera. I mean, I can post it in like the backyard astronomy things and see if they've ever caught birds that close to the moon. It thinks that their little wing. I'm zooming back up through the chat. Yeah, there's no way there's birds up on the moon. Them or have to be, they gotta be satellites, they gotta be craft. There gotta be something up there. With so much crap in the sky now. If you haven't seen the Starlink come through at night, man, it's insane. There's thousands of them. It took 9 minutes for them to go by my house. It was freaky looking. Alright, I think I'm going to get ready to move it over to the Jupiter. Yeah, I'll definitely make just a video on that thing. Yeah, I got a couple of videos, but I've only been able to film it with my cell phone, so it's not real good. You just see the hundreds of lights going by. Now, there's some backyard astronomers that's caught them. I think I'm going to try to get one more close-up, and then I'll go over to Jupiter for a little bit. Oh, actually, I want to zoom in. That's right. Maybe it was the 5G satellites they're putting on the moon. Just like them Bezos and them guys said they went to space. They didn't really go to space. Like, even the Earth's atmosphere goes out beyond the moon. There's like new research on that, like especially the magnetic fields and all that. Alright, let me see if I can try to get Jupiter in the mix here. Try not to hit the wires. Man, that moon is clear. Well, we got moons on each side of it tonight. I need to fix this a little. Okay. All right, I had to fix my guide scope because it wasn't centered. So last night, we had 4 moons on the right side, and I'll brighten that up so you guys can see all the moons better here. Just trying to get that centered up best I can. So now we got moons on each side of it. You got a moon right there. If you can see my mouse, moon there. There's probably more moons. Try to zoom in a little on it. Still see the moons. It's kind of blowed out though. Oh, there's a moon right in front of it. I can see the shadow of the moon on Jupiter. There's a shadow right there of the moon. So I definitely need to get this set up good. There's a shadow coming in good on there. Let me record that real quick. I need to zoom in more. I should have zoomed in. Alright, we're going to zoom in. You're going to see the shadow. I think that's the moon low. But I'm going to zoom in on one more time. You'll be able to see it better. As soon as this recording gets done, I want to go ahead and record it. Man, yeah, there's a couple frames that really popped out clear. Like the higher it gets in the sky, it's even going to get clear. Yeah, definitely have a shadow of the moon. I'll have to hurry because pretty soon that shadow won't be on the moon. It's always cool to pick that up. Alright, almost done where I can zoom in. Alright, now I gotta... Oh yeah, I can definitely see that. Let me scroll that down a little. Definitely, that's pretty cool. Look at that, you can definitely see that. It looks like it might be a little out of focus, but I don't want to touch it. Here, I'm just going to try to record that. Believe it or not, I can make that picture look pretty good even though it's just a little bit out of focus. I'll stack all the good frames. Be nice if I could get the moon in there too, the actual moon. It may be too far away. Let me back that out just to see if I can see where the moon is. So it's got to be this moon of this shadow. You got a moon here and a moon here. It's one of them. It's one of them right there. I bet it. Look, they're both close, man. So I don't know which one it is. Well, the sun would be to this side. I'm going to say it's maybe that closer moon. The problem is I can't get it really, I don't know if I can get it, the settings right to pick up the moons and Jupiter. I can just barely see them in there. It's going to blow it out. See, it's starting to blow the colors out. Oh wow, there's a moon right on the edge of it. When I cranked it up, there's a moon right at the edge of the planet right there. I wonder if I could record this and then turn the exposure down while it's recording. Slowly turn it down and then maybe I can add the moons in. It's pretty crazy. We get how far them moves moons have moved in 24 hours. Because this is about the same time we were filming last night. I'm trying to get it centered more. And maybe I'll crank it. Oh, I ran out of time there. Yeah, it looks like I still need to collimate the telescope, but it's still pretty damn clear. And this is just a little bit out of focus, but I don't want to change it. I'm using a 8-inch, like a 20-year-old 8-inch telescope, and then like a 5-megapixel web camera hooked into the telescope. That's it. There's nothing else. Oh, I do have a field reducer, field flattener, which takes away some of it takes away some of the like it's not as magnified. It's a 6.3 focal reducer, which makes it not as magnified, but it kind of keeps the field a little flatter on the edges. Trying to get it back. Man, that's a good shadow on there. I'm gonna record that one. Well, for one thing, you don't know what the firmament is. The firmament's not a physical thing. It's where the light and the dark meet. That's why all the flat earth stuff don't really make that much sense, because they're not even giving you what the firmament is. What in the world? My mouse is stuck. I can't move my mouse. There it goes. That was weird. I wasn't even recording that whole time. Ooh, I can get the moon in there now. I got the moon in there. One of them. Oh yeah, this is going to make some nice shot with the Jupiter and the moon. And the moon shadow on Jupiter. That's like, can't get much better than that. Yeah, it looks like I need to collimate. The bottom part of the telescope is a little bit out of, it's kind of favoring that side, so I need to do that sometime soon. I need to do that with a star, though. crank that up a little more. I'm just trying to turn it up. Keep turning up just enough to try to get that moon in there better. And I need to bring it over this way a little. Man, every time I move it, like completely moves it. Yeah, I'm a little. I definitely need to collimate the telescope because the bottom side of Jupiter is blowing out a little bit that way. But other than that, I got it in pretty good prime focus. Yeah, it's crazy, man. People that don't believe in space and then they don't take the time to go outside and actually enjoy what's up there, man. I mean, look at the people, the ancient people, the Indian tribes, and even way back before them. I mean, you didn't have any light pollution, so the sky looked way crazier back then. And, you know, they went by all the stars and the moons and all that. They didn't really need telescopes to see all that stuff. It probably stood out really way better back then. Yeah, I'm just taking different videos, just trying different settings. Just try to get the best footage I can. Yeah, the bottom part is definitely, it's collimated. It's kind of out of focus just on the bottom. I mean, everything's going to kind of be blowed out at the bottom when I process these, but can't help that. It's still pretty good. I wish I would have had it. Still wish I would have had it collimated before I started, but I really didn't have time. And then if you just keep watching this, that shadow and the moon will be transiting across the planet, man. They can't fake that. They can't fake that orbiting around there. Let me try to get a little more zoomed out, see if I can get them couple moons there. But not lose the moons, but yeah, see, it's still blowing it out. And then I lose the moons. That centered better. Yeah, I really wish this telescope tracked a little better. That'd make a difference. A lot of the backyard guys that do this, they use a monochrome camera, which is way more sensitive. But then you gotta do it through red, green, and blue filters to try to get it to turn it into color. Well, for some reason it's not streaming to Facebook. That's weird. Or at least the Facebook chat isn't working. What else isn't working here? We got Twitch working. And YouTube working. Alright, let's see here. Last night we could see 4 moons. Now I just see the 2 right next to it. And there might be one right on the edge of the moon, or right on the edge of Jupiter there. Man, I'm gonna have tons of footage to go over here. And every time I sit down, it makes it go the other way. Let me try. I don't know what happens when I sit down. Alright, that's a little better. I'll try it there. Boy, I'm gonna have a lot of footage to go over. I'm still freaking out on that bird thing or whatever the hell we've seen. The moon shots look fabulous. Wish I could stream in 4K or 1080 at least. I'm streaming in 1280. I'm just hitting a bunch of records. Then I'll try to process some of these when I'm having my coffee, hopefully. That's what I did last night. I filmed them, and then this morning I got up and made the 2 pictures. and then I uploaded them to Facebook, and then I haven't got to work on the rest of the footage since then, but man, I got some good footage here. Super good footage. Just seeing what this looks like if I turn some of these colors down a little bit. Take one more of this, and Saturn's already behind the tree. Man, when I look at the moon right now by eye, it looks totally weirded out. It looks like there's some black legs. Yeah, it just don't look the same. I kind of wish I had the other telescope. Looks like I'm losing focus on that thing. I think I gotta go get a flash drive so I can put all these videos on it and then bring it downstairs. Man, I think we caught a fleet of something on the moon. What was that video again? Was it video 18? Was it video 18? Yep, definitely video 18. Alright, let me show this again before we go here. Let me get the chat back up, and I gotta change scenes, but I can't get my mouse where I need it. What is going on with the mouse thing today? Okay, let me switch scenes. Alright, let me play this again, because we caught something crazy going by the moon here. It should be coming. Look at that. We pause that. There's no way that's birds that close to the moon. They couldn't be focused on birds in our atmosphere and then these. To me, it looks like there's three and something big in the middle. Something much bigger. And I'll enhance this and stuff. 3 and 3, and then something big in the middle. That's pretty crazy. And that was caught live. Like, no way I could add that in on a live video as we're doing it. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm definitely going to try to figure out what that stuff is. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and jump off here. Much love. Armor up. And hopefully I can, I'll fidget with some of these a little bit and see what I can come up with, whatever that was flying by, if I can get them focused a little better. Anyway guys, much love, armor up, no fear. 16-day forecast tomorrow, eyes to the skies.